Hey, what's up and welcome. I'm trying something new out today. I have been getting really deep into photography within the last few months. I'm not exactly sure how long. And I figure I may as well start bringing you guys along for the ride, right? And so I came here to Sunken City to try out a film camera. Film photography is more specifically what I've been getting into. And I have today, forgive the wind, I was not anticipating on it being this windy today, but I have today a Focus Onn single-use camera with flash. I wanted to start this kind of journey out with this disposable camera for two reasons. One, I can't find any content on YouTube on this specific camera. I can find its brother or its sibling, whatever it is, but I can't find, for whatever reason, anyone covering this camera. So I'm gonna be first to the game there. And secondly, I wanted to start off this journey with the disposable because a disposable camera is the first camera I ever actually used when I was younger. So I figure it would be kind of poetic to start this journey off with the first camera, a similar style camera to the first one I ever used. So why don't we start this off first with specs. So it's a single use or a disposable camera, so it comes preloaded with film. It's some mystery Walmart brand 400 speed ISO or 400 ISO 400 speed film rather. It has 27 exposures. I'm honestly not sure if anything is going to come out on this camera. I've heard or I've seen kind of iffy things with this camera and its sibling as far as picture quality and the actual result of the pictures. Some of them come out fried. So we'll see how that comes out. I'm just gonna read off the box. Optical viewfinder, fixed shutter speed, built-in flash for indoor/outdoor use, and fixed focus lens for sharper image. The specs specifically, again, 27 exposures, built-in flash for indoor/outdoor use, manual film advanced, fixed focus lens 1 meter to infinity. Shutter speed is locked or fixed at 1/120, 1/120th of a second. Optical viewfinder only has 70% coverage, so that means you're only going to see 70% of the final image. The actual image is going to be about 30% bigger than what you actually can see. The only specifications that I really couldn't find for this camera is the aperture and the actual focal length. I got to imagine, and I'll put video of this in later, but the sibling to this camera is 28mm lens, fixed lens, f8 aperture. I got to imagine this is exactly the same or very similar, only because they're Walmart brand. I can't imagine a brand like Walmart, who is all about saving money and cost cutting, is going to make individual and like specific and specified lenses, one for the disposable and then one for the reusable disposable. I'm pretty sure they're interchangeable, swappable lenses. Aperture is probably f8 if not f11, but most likely I'd say if it's around f8. That is about it for the camera itself. Shield it from radiation, water, and heat, it looks like. Processed before June 26th. I could probably get this processed at Walmart, but I'm not doing that. There is no way I'm doing that. All right. I think I'm going to go over to those walls over there, get a little bit of an unboxing going, and then we'll try to actually shoot with this thing. All right, so that's about everything that I can get here at Sunken City. Also went over to the Friendship Belt, I think it's called. I think I have like one more picture left, but that's about it. I'm pretty much done. I'll snap it off at home or on the way to go grab something to eat, and then I'm gonna go drop this off to get developed tomorrow, and we can talk about like final thoughts of the overall shooting experience and general results when I get home.
Okay, this will for sure be the last take. I'm back home, got the pictures developed, the scan sent back to us, and the disappointment is in full swing, honestly. Because this was bad. I know disposables aren't meant to be professional or aren't known for like superior or high quality, but golly, these were bad. This was disgusting, and I am no stranger to shooting disposables myself. I've shot one when I was a kid, but I like disposable, like I like the vibes of disposables. So I got this little Kodak Ektar H35N, which keep an eye out for the video soon, or eventually rather. But I got it. I love it. I use it. I still use it. There's a roll of Ultramax 400 I just put in there. I want to grab my phone so I can actually read some notes off of this. The picture quality was just disgusting. None of the pictures were in focus. And if some were, I don't think they were completely in focus. Coming to mind, I think only one or two were actually in focus. So I'm not. Yeah, that was. No, I'm gonna go ahead and say like 98 to 99% of the pictures were not in focus, which is strange because it's supposed to be a fixed focus lens, like a 2 feet to infinity, kind of 2 to 4 feet to infinity. But nothing, almost nothing was in focus. It was wild. The film was light leaked to all hell. So if the pictures weren't in focus, then some of them were just light leaked to all hell. And on some it did boost the image quality, while on others, I don't know. I mean, maybe the light leaks added to it because it just, if not, it just looked murky green. That's another point that I wanted to bring up. Did I get to it? Yeah, there was that's the next point. There's a murky green tinge to every single photo, which makes no sense to me because I have the negatives right here. I don't know if you can see it, but they're not that like typical. I'm not going to be able to show you right now. I apologize. They're not that typical brown, that standard brown negative that we're all used to and associating, or used to and associate with 35mm photography. They're closer to that Cinestill purple, and I've had a roll of Cinestill develop with this lab before, and the pictures came out great. They were awesome. And the Cinestill negatives are purple, so I'm not completely sure how this scanner got green from every single one of these pictures very consistently. Let me see what we have here. Overall, I can't recommend this camera at all, and no matter what the price that you get it for. And I've seen them go for some pretty cheap price. I've seen them go for as low as $3 a piece for, and I have the boxes right here, not the actual camera in here anymore, but whether that be the disposable or the actual reloadable disposable, which again, a video coming soon later, so stay tuned. Whichever one you go for, they're about $3 a piece. And I haven't tried the reloadable disposable, but the disposable is a disposable. I'm assuming the film in there is not going to be any better than the film that was in the non-reloadable disposable, the single-use disposable camera. So I don't see any problems coming up with the camera itself. It's the actual film. And honestly, had there been a nice or a fresh roll of film in the single-use disposable, I don't know. The lens was just horrible. And I know I said in the beginning that I'm assuming that these lenses are interchangeable with each other. Grab the boxes that these two lenses are interchangeable with each other, but now I'm starting to hope that I'm wrong, just so that I don't have that same shooting experience. Let's see what else I got here. Oh yeah, I don't think Walmart sells these anymore. I went to my local Walmart, I don't know if it was, I don't remember if it was on the way or if it was local, but I couldn't find these at Walmart anywhere. And these are supposed to be the Walmart branded ones. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if they moved away from selling these, but with the I'm sure with the reputation that they've had, because they've been selling these for a while, with the reputation that they gained with these products, I'm sure it wasn't too good of a reputation, and I'm sure eventually they stopped because of that reputation. Yeah, overall, I can't recommend these unless you're going specifically for that murky green tinge as an artistic thing, or as an artistic quality, or whatever it is. I can't. I feel like you could just put a filter over whatever you're going for, or find film that's expired and you can have more fun with that and actually have a big piece of glass in front of it, or have an Ektar where you're getting double the frames and still having that disposable quality. Oh, here we go. Here's the one good thing. Let me use this hand. There is, I can see one legitimate, this one's more legitimate of an artistic reason than the murky green tinge, is that some of these pictures, and let me read this verbatim, some of these pictures do give horror movie / serial killer movie vibes, if that makes any sense. Let me elaborate on that. Some of these pictures did come out looking like just old pictures from the 70s, or like pictures you'd find in a Resident Evil game where you need to now look for context clues, or yeah, some of the pictures did give a Texas Chainsaw Massacre horror. I don't know. I've never seen the movie, but I've never seen it, but it still gives those kind of vibes, those kind of like 70s, 80s kind of grindhouse horror movie vibes is what I am getting from some of the pictures. So I can see that, but I feel like you can get that in other ways without having to waste your time, and not necessarily a lot of money for $3 a piece, but I feel like there's better ways you can get that aesthetic. So I feel like that's about it. Yeah, as far as all of the negatives and the one pro or the one positive that that I had written down, I think that's about it. I am a little bummed out that I started this this kind of journey on such a low note, if that makes sense. But at the very least, that does mean that there's nowhere but up to go from here, ideally, right? But I think that is all that I have on my notes. Yeah, that's about it for me. Thank you guys for spending this time with me, and a double thanks for staying until the end. It means more than you know. And until next time, whether you're shooting 35mm, 110, 120, Polaroid, Instax, or digital, please keep shooting and go tell someone you love them.